Hi, I'm Lisa Hillerin, author of Reconstructing Eve, and this is a Reconstructing Eve exclusive bonus video. I call it peeking under the leaf because in order to identify the essence of our authentic selves, we need to peek beneath the many layers of our conditioning. What do I mean by conditioning? Conditioning is what we were brought up to believe. It's a compilation of many factors, including gender and generational influences, religious and cultural influences, and birth order. So how do we get underneath all of that? It's not as difficult as you might think. In my novel, early on, I mentioned that Eve operates on gut instinct. I do this to reveal her personality style. What do I mean by personality style? Personality style refers to our innate hardwiring. This is the essence of our authentic self. This innate hardwiring creates in us a need to contribute to the world in a particular way. If we don't contribute to the world in that way, we're unfulfilled. So in order to lead meaningful and fulfilled lives, we have to be true to our personality style, which again is the essence of our authentic self. Often though, what happens is that as women, we align our goals and our behaviors with our conditioning and not our hardwiring. The result being is that we accomplish great things, but oftentimes don't feel fulfilled by them. It's not to say that we're unhappy. It's just that deep down, a little something feels lacking or missing, but we're at a loss to pinpoint why. I'll use my character Eve as an example. Eve was brought up to believe that being the perfect wife, perfect mom, and perfect daughter guaranteed her a happily ever after. This is gender conditioning or gender influences. Think Cinderella. When her years of selfless devotion to her family don't pay off as expected, she's devastated. But what this does is cause her to step back and reflect on her life and on her beliefs, and for her to begin to chip away at that conditioning, at the aspects of it that no longer serve her well, and to be true to her personality style, to her authentic self. In doing this, she's able to move forward in her life in a meaningful and fulfilling way. Make sense? So what does that mean for us? Here we are. We're these amazing, complicated, beautiful tapestries of hardwiring and conditioning. All the threads are interwoven, and how do we even begin to separate them out? How do we know if we're tying our goals to our conditioning or our hardwiring? It takes time. The good news is that by identifying your personality style, you're going to save yourself years of fumbling around in the dark with a half-dead flashlight like I did, trying to figure out the right starting point. By identifying your personality style, you can move forward right away, right now, with on your self-discovery journey, and know that you're on the right track. For years, I have no regrets about how I arrived at where I am today. But if I had it to do over again, this would be my starting point because it would have saved me so much frustration. Let's step back now and summarize and talk about next steps. So in summary, by identifying your personality style, you're going to pinpoint who your authentic self is. This personality style is an innate preference that we all have, and these innate preferences create in us a need to contribute to the world in a particular way. When our contributions don't match this innate need, we're unfulfilled. But oftentimes what happens is that as women, we align our goals and behaviors with our conditioning. We need to stop that and cast off those aspects of that conditioning that no longer serve us well and be true to our personality style in order for us to have meaningful and fulfilling lives. So what are your next steps? Your next step is to open up the free job aid that was included on your link and review it. And by doing so, you'll actually identify your personality style, and at that very moment, you will know the essence of your authentic self. How great is that? After you read through that, then I invite you to open up the pocket card job aids that I send you. And in that will be tips and hints on how to begin leading a more fulfilling life. How empowering is that? If you found this video on YouTube and don't have the job aid and pocket cards, all you have to do is go to reconstructingeve.com, fill in the registration box at the top of the website, and I'll send it to you. If after reading the information you have questions or would like to comment about it, I invite you to go to the Share and Support tab on the website and post your comments. If you'd like to learn more about emotional intelligence and personality styles, I invite you to check out the blogs on the website. Again, my name is Lisa Hillerin. I'm the author of Reconstructing Eve, and this has been a Reconstructing Eve exclusive bonus video. Thank you so much for your time today, and above all, for connecting with me.